Hi guys, you're welcome back to the channel. It's Peppy Styling here again, and today we're going to be making this beautiful cowl top. So what I have here is a Duchess fabric. Okay, so for this top to come out very well, you need a lightweight fabric. So here I've already gone ahead to draft a back pattern. Here I have a detailed tutorial on how to do this. You can check it out. I will drop the link on the description. So here I've measured everything. The length of this top is 24 inches and I added 1 inch for seam allowance. The neck width is 3 inches and 1.5 for the neck depth. Okay, and I also added seam allowance for the sides. So here I've not added my zipper allowance. I'll be doing that when cutting on the fabric. Okay, so here I've folded my fabric into two. Okay, and I pinned down the pattern on it. Next I'll be adding my zipper allowance. Okay, remember I didn't add any zipper allowance to the pattern, so I'll be doing that on the fabric. Okay, so I'm adding 1 inch for zipper allowance. Next I'll be cutting this out. So for the length of the top, I added extra 1 inch, okay, because I wanted it to be a bit longer than what I have on the pattern. Okay, so this is the back piece. Okay, so moving on to the front piece. From my shoulder, I'm going to be measuring 12 inches. Okay, and that 12 inches is my nipple point. So you can measure your nipple point, or you can still take the chest line, okay, or your chest line. So from that point I'm going to mark a straight line to meet the armhole, just like so. Okay, and then we're going to be slashing this open. Just like I say, you can decide to take it from your chest line or the nipple point. Okay, but for this tutorial I'm slashing it from this point. So I'm going to slash it open, but I won't cut it all the way to the end. Okay, so here I've folded my fabric into two, and I'm going to be placing my pattern paper just like you see me doing. Okay, this part is going to be straight. Okay, and then this slash open part, I'm going to be spreading it. Okay, so now depending on how wide you want this place to be, how much cowl effect you want to have in front of your fabric, okay, you can decide to reduce it. But for this tutorial I'm spreading it to 10 inches. Okay, so how wide you want it to be is totally up to you. You can reduce it, you can make it wider. Okay, so here I'm just pinning this to hold it in place, and the distance from this part is 10 inches. Okay, so I'm just going to hold this also with pin. So from this end I'm going to be ruling a straight line all the way to the center front. Okay, just like you see me doing. I'm just going to rule a straight line, and then I'll be cutting this out. So taking out the pattern, this is what our front looks like. So from this point here I'm going to be notching it. It's very, very important, so you know where your shoulder starts from. So here I've gone ahead to cut a facing for the front. Okay, I'm going to be using it to turn this part. As you can see, this is how our cowl is going to be forming. So here I've gone ahead to stitch this part down with 1/2 inch, okay, from one point of the notch to the other, and I'm going to open it up and I will top stitch on the facing. Okay, and also for the back piece I'm also going to be using this facing to turn the neck for the two pieces. Okay, so this is what the front looks like when I'm done. I've turned it with the facing, and I've also ironed the neckline, and also did the same for the back as well. I'm going to be placing the back piece right side facing each other, and I'm going to go and close up the zipper allowance with loose stitches for now. Okay, so here I've gone ahead to iron it flat and also sewn the darts in place. Okay, so bringing the front piece, I'm going to be placing them just like so. I'm going to go and stitch the shoulder with 1/2 inch. Okay, so here I've gone ahead to stitch the shoulder down, and I also trim the armhole. So when trimming your armhole, always remember that the front is wider than the back, so you have to place it properly. Okay, it might get a little bit tricky, but just place it properly. Next, we're going to be attaching the sleeve. So what I have here is a long balloon sleeve. I'm sorry, I lost the clip of where I was cutting the sleeve. Okay, so I'm going to be attaching it from center, from one end, the middle to the other side. Okay, so here I've gone ahead to stitch it with 1/2 inch. So for the down part of the sleeve, I'm going to be holding it with this elastic. This is a 1/2 inch elastic. Okay, so I'm going to pass it through the casing I made. Okay, so this is what it looks like when I'm done. So next thing is to close up the side. Okay, and I'll be closing it with 1 inch seam allowance. Okay, so here I'm done, and I've also gone ahead to hem the down part of this top. Okay, and also attached my zipper. Okay, so this is what it looks like, all nice and neat. So this is me rocking the blouse. It's so beautiful and elegant. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe.